Hello and welcome back to my heavily modded XCOM 2 campaign. We're going into what might be the last mission of the campaign, the Advent Forge, before we go to Waterworld. It depends on what gets thrown at us in the near future, but this could theoretically be the last real mission we do before the finale. In this mission, we do need to do a side objective of capturing a codex, but with a codex here as well as a codex prime, that shouldn't be too hard to do. Especially considering that this is an untimed mission and we have all the time in the world to utilize the cooldowns of our 4 psionic characters. So yeah, I think we're gonna stomp this. And in fact, I have very good reason to think that because I already played pretty much the whole mission. Took minor wounds, destroyed everything, white screen bugged, that's fine, save and reload, nope, save crashes. All right, load the autosaves, all 3 crash. So, if we end up getting the white screen bug again and having saves that crash on tactical layer, we're gonna go ahead and do the only sensible thing, which is just cheat the mission using console commands, as opposed to playing this for another hour. But hopefully, this time, there's no save crashing shenanigans and no forced reload by white screen bug to even allow it to matter in the first place. Anyway, as for the team, this team is disgusting. Like, sure, I don't have bond pairs on Sword Saint, Black Cat, Regal Dawn, or Den Mother, and Regal Dawn, Black Cat, and Sword Saint are all characters that really like having teamwork thrown their way. But also, these characters are fucking nuts. This team is stacked to the roof. I have 4 copies of Stasis, all the ruler suits. Advent is gonna get wrecked. This is named Operation One Man End. I can only assume it's talking about the Avatar because nobody on my team's taken any serious wounds today. Let's get in there and stomp the Forge. I'm feeling good. I wasn't that confident the first time I did the introduction, but after the last time I played this mission, I'm feeling pretty fucking confident. I'm not feeling quite as confident you'll hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'd give that around a 10% chance, but if you do, thank you. Really appreciate that. Alright, let's get this started by running forward on the Reaper, scouting it out. We're gonna find some high ground, reload everyone's guns with AP ammo from our field support. Hey, Codex Prime, I've been looking for you. We're gonna go for this high ground, I guess. If they walk away from us, that's completely fine. It just means we'll be positioning differently for the fight on the high ground they're currently next to. I'm going to start this off by getting up here on my Templar, make absolutely sure there's nothing that's going to surprise me when I move my Pioneer, because the only way this could be even remotely difficult is if my Pioneer randomly pulls something. So Fiber Giant looks like they'll be standing back behind this tree, everyone else is going to be sprinting hard forward, and I don't think there's anything else to discuss on this turn, so I'll see you once the enemy actually does something. You know, it does occur to me, I specifically said to reload everyone's guns with Den Mother, and then it didn't do that, and in fact, full sprinted. Which, you know, not the plan, not very good. Should have played that differently, but here we are. Oh, hey, notice how there are multiple sectoid commanders in this pod, and a while back I saw a guy with 6 health. I figured out the cause for that. I need to update my mod setup after this, and I'm going to stop as soon as I finish the Forge so I don't generate any new missions with my current encounter list. The problem is that the encounter list have changed for standalone Long War of the Chosen alien pack. And with that alien pack, everything has a max force level of 20. That's why we're seeing the tiny guys, and the weights are too high compared to other stuff, which is why you're seeing like 4 mutant elites in a mission or big piles of sectoid commanders like this. They're no longer getting removed because they've been changed and it's context sensitive. So I need, or case sensitive rather. So I need to remove the new stuff. That's not hard to do. It's just something I figured out I need to do. Good to know what that problem is. Time to get on top of a roof, no new eyes. And I think that means we're gonna be just hanging out for a hot second, getting perfect positioning. Let's see if we get new eyes on the Reaper. Nope. Let's continue moving and seeing if we find anything else. Alright, sounds good. I'll see you when an ambush happens, which is gonna be a long time from now. Well, actually, I'll probably see you a few times before then, because I need to just trip over a bunch of people while I'm getting in position, probably. There are 38 people here, so odds are very low that I don't see a couple more pods before an ambush goes off. Looks like I found some more pods. There's a Mutant Decurion, and I had like 2 frames of vision of the 2 to 3 other guys with them. No idea what that pod is yet. And here at the end of Black Cat's stash, I appear to have found another pod on the bridge. Andromedon, Riot Mech, nothing crazy. Hey, I found the Codex Prime. It's the Skulljack target I always wanted, and a lot of mutons to go with it. Oh, fun fact I learned in the previous mission. Yes, you can Skulljack Codex Prime, and yes, that does count for getting an Avatar, which is really, really effective. I can't think there are many better ways to deal with Codex Prime than Skulljacking it at like 93%. Seems very good. This is walking away, so it seems like a great time to ambush that pod. So I'm going to be just like needlessly brutal with this. We're going to start by using I think rapid deployment's less valuable. I'm going to rapid deploy a battle scanner onto this pod. And fun fact, this is not No Man's Land. I don't have area suppression. This is the original game kill zone ability. And you know what you can do with the original kill zone ability? That's right, you can use it from concealments. So, this is going to be fairly vicious. Because not only are we going to start by killing the leader of the pod, we're also just going to shoot all of them with AP rounds off the go. I guess I want to be here. No, I want to be on the full cover facing this way in case we pull across the bridge. I might end up having to use like an Inspire to leave if it's super bad. There's also an 8% chance that we're just killing this Codex. Did I pull the Sectopod with that? Oh, that'd be very funny. Maybe I should have chucked a battle scanner across the bridge. Because I can hear the Sectopod. I can see the heavy mech longbow over there. I don't think I actually pulled that, though. Let's first get through the Codex Prime, because stuff is happening. Anyway, our chance of doing this without getting a wound is very low, but I guess Big Large doesn't feel like going back into the infirmary, so never mind. I should have believed and gone for the bigger one. Then we're going to get a tiny bit of intel, we're going to get story progress, and we're going to get this ambush going. I think I might have seen the Sectopod pod, yeah. That frost pod is surprisingly the Sectopod pod. Anyway, Killzone's going to do work because we have an aim BCS here in high ground, so 94 is actually lower. I thought I'd be getting the full 100. Oh, also, we're in a rage suit, so the Mutons aren't thrilled about this. Somehow had cover on that pull and didn't even shoot the last one. That Killzone could have done a lot more than it did. Huh. A little bit of a standoff we find ourselves in. So black flame grenades, right? They just barely don't make it far enough. I've got sprint, don't I? Yeah. I have to believe we're going to deal with the ones that are close to us and just sprint in.
Let's do this.
Because I need that black flame grenade to actually full hit the enemy team.
Got Advent here.
Oh, was it not active before? Bit weird. I'm not overly concerned about killing the Avatar this turn, crazy as that sounds. This is highlighting everything. I think there's like one enemy in the back left just in Fog of War that I can't see. But this is still a fantastic start. Yeah, there's an elite heavy over there that I just can't get eyes on because it's so far back. That said, the rest of this pod is going to have a very bad time. Oh, I got the elite heavy, but not this one that was highlighting. Interesting. Also, the black flame grenade just does hilarious damage to the Mutons. I don't know if it's coded as psionic, that's probably what it is, but I like to think it's thematically just fire for no reason. As you can see, it hit the Sectopod, so it's probably the psionic bit and not the fire bit, but it's just so appropriate that it's good against Frost Legion, right? Anyway, I think I'm gonna go with Salvo and make sure everything dies, get rid of that high ground, get the Sectopod falling down. Because as the Sectopod has panicked and run forward, I think, which is interesting for a machine, now it's actually killable. I was previously planning on mostly ignoring it, but just in-game sapper things, don't worry. You have eyes from up here? Well, let's go use Banish, I guess. There's a Rift Keeper on the mission. I don't necessarily need to banish this. What's Face Off do? It's you. It's you. It's you. It's not crazy. If I want to mind control somebody, this Muton Elite that I can see seems pretty reasonable, to be honest. I can use Adrenaline Rush, Pop Down, Mind Control, and Dominate. Neither of these guys have taken damage. I come out to here. I've got the ability. Do I actually have both of those? No, that's the Templar that has the Warlock Crown, right? Yeah, I have Mind Control and Dominate here. Got a 51 rapid fire on the Avatar. How much defense do you have, buddy? Only 15 at just the full cover? Fair enough. I could drop down, make that a probable kill. I just don't think I should worry about the Avatar this turn. I should spread out to mitigate what it can do. These Muton Elites are amongst the better biological units we're going to see. They're also amongst the only threats I currently have. Yeah, I'm gonna do double mind control and take both elites. That seems like the thing to do. Well, mind control, dominate. Same difference. I could do double domination. That makes more sense, actually. Yeah, let's dominate these Mutant elites. I feel like XCOM needs more members than we currently have. The Mutant Decurions panic is probably not going to get better after seeing this. Oh. Well, that's fine. That doesn't pull, thankfully. From here, I do see the Mutant elite, so it's a little bit weird that from here I don't. I can drop to here to get the eyes. I guess that's really the only play. I'm expecting to have like a big AoE psi get dropped on all my bio units back here, which is unfortunate, but I think it's really just necessary. Without the Warlock shield, or the Warlock crown rather, this is only a 71. Pretty unfortunate. I don't need to use Frostbite, though I can if I want to. Insanity is also a 71, same odds. Surprising. Still, it's a 71 to kill and nothing else is killing, so... Like, I have other methods of dealing with this that I'm sure exist and aren't me coping. Probably not copium, right? Yeah, I think that's worth a Mimic Beacon. I've got 4 of the damn things. Oh yeah, we didn't deal with that Sectopod, did we? That's true. Probably not a great thing that that's alive. But I'll take the Lightning Strike here and then finish it off with a punch. I'm not quite sure where I want Fiber Giant next turn, but I'm probably going to use Wrecking Ball to run through the building, so it doesn't really matter. I can just put it in the building no matter where it's supposed to go. Definitely would be a much easier mission if we had landed that domination, but hey, we're in the Nightmare 30%. By the Nightmare 30%, I mean, like, everything's fine. Nightmare is a gross over-exaggeration of just how bad things are presently. I think you shouldn't have guns. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I think you not having guns is for the best. And then I think I should blue move forward and put a Shred Storm through the floor into the Avatar. I've done this before, it was great. I will admit there's a possibility this throws my Reaper through the floor, which would be unpleasant, but probably not, right? Yeah, great. Except for the part where apparently he was like right there and didn't get it. No, he got hit. It just didn't show the damage numbers. And he thought that Fiber Giant was the place to be. Interesting. Anyway, good job, Sonic Serenade. Of all the people on the team, you're the only one who was actually good that turn. You killed a lot of enemies with those 2 grenades. Yep, that sure is a dead Frost Muton. Perfect. That is the point of Mimic Beacons after all. Now, if the Avatar could shoot that too, this doesn't matter. We always pull that this turn. There are 2 more pods in the back that are very likely running right at us due to the number of grenades we just threw, but thankfully this one is stacking on top of a car, which is not the solution to the problem of sappers going hard. The lack of a Marine just constantly shooting makes me kind of sad. Alright, you're there now. What's the next step? You're a tall boy, okay. My Mimic Beacon, no! Alright, so it turns out you can't unload a Sectopod's guns, because it did not ever make like a cha-chink reload sound effect during that turn. Advent Vanguard apparently on the list of soldiers that just like shooting guns when it gets pulled. Or was that part of the Sectopod pod? I don't know. The stack on this car is getting out of hand. It's actually a little bit too good. Yeah, the Plague Bearer was like, you know what, I'm gonna go somewhere else. The Rocket Trooper's like, the car seems like death, I'm gonna move. I'm planning on killing you with explosives, the smoke won't help. Okay, so the domination was still very good. I'm sad to see one of them fail due to lower psi. That definitely makes me think I want to get the Gatekeeper done before I go. To Waterworld, I mean. Because if I do the Gatekeeper, I can get the Alien Psi underlay, get that 71 up to a 91. I also want a little bit more training on Black Cat to increase their base Psi. But it's good to see that here and get it confirmed that I need that tool beforehand. Also, did you just box with Fiber Giant and lose? Gonna go ahead and pop overdrive and just punch you a little bit. Is that cool? I'm pretty sure of the many abilities the Avatar has, and none of them make you resistant to Rock'em Sock'em robots, because I mean, you can be immune to a lot of things, but punch ain't one of them. So, who do you think you're safe next to this time? I'm not convinced. Let's head back over to the sapper. Take a look at where this grenade can go. Shred you, blow up your cover, kill the avatar. Next one goes... Well, it's not quite as far-reaching as I had hoped it would be. Like, it's still a good grenade, but you can see just how much shit's in the fog behind it. This is a blue-action Shredstorm kit? Excuse me? What's the phrasing on salvo? Using heavy weapons. Right, it explicitly says that. I've just never read it before. Neat. You know what we pulled kind of a lot? We can mind control a Rift Keeper as well. I think this is probably necessary. Let's just go ahead and banish you. I've changed my mind since last turn. The Mimic Beacon was good and all, but I need this dead. And we are clearly not equipped to wait it out and try to save this for a Rift Keeper. Shut down for 4 actions, huh? Let's see where Banish puts the last few bullets. In my experience, Banish has been absolutely fucking useless every time I've used it. Because it doesn't actually give you the second charge like it's supposed to. It's so sad. Yeah, it was damage on a Muton Elite. I've often had it where it's like, in the last episode, I think, I had like a 91% on a mech, and instead it put 3 misses into a 50% at full cover. Just, I don't know what causes the targeting. It's not range or percentage. It seems completely random. Oh, the funny thing is, Big Large not even killed that himself just with, like, shoot on his Black Ice rounds. He does have an aim of 96 at this point. We have Sprint here. And it makes sense to me that we would sprint forward on Big Large and get into this full cover. Apparently there's an Overwatch. Well, I didn't buy Disruption Field on Big Large. I just bought a bunch of funny abilities on Black Cat instead. So I need to find something else to do. Something else probably involves Fiber Giant. Let's start it with Burning Rush. And just run out, forward, into the open, and pull whatever the Overwatch is. We could probably open this with the Bombard Protocol as well, but I figure this is more direct and to the point. That was more damage than I was expecting. That wasn't. Thank you for giving my plate of health back immediately. I am no longer actually scared. Oh hey, that pod pulled. Isn't that annoying? This pod wasn't pulled yet? That's actually news to me. So this Supernova doesn't seem bad. It just kills kind of a lot. The Sectoid Commander does live. Kinetic Strike for this. Breakthrough move, punch. I think starting with Kinetic Strike here to pull any and all remaining Overwatches is a sensible thing to do. And I should have Breakthrough, I think. Yes, and Relentless. Which means I can walk here and punch this guy. I can also just Supernova and be like, by the time we deal with all the threats currently on board, I won't need to deal with anything else. I like that train of thought, actually. It's not a good Supernova, but I don't need a good Supernova. This is the only difficult turn left in the mission, because we're currently sitting at active 17, which is a bit much. I don't need a tank. I've already stolen a Muton. I'm going to steal someone else this turn, probably. I can stasis this guy and deal with him next turn if I want to. I can also put a Null Lance through him, and I can't reach anything else, unfortunately. So maybe not. I can use They Follow You to get some distractions. I think that grenade's just good enough at this point. Yeah, that grenade's just good enough at this point. Let's see what this looks like after the car explodes and figure out where to go from here. I think that killed some people. No, but there are some very low health enemies in there. Just chuck another one immediately. It finishes off everything that was in radius with the first grenade. Or I can do this, kill the gunner, shred everything else, and destroy all the rest of the cover. Yeah, I like that. We'll figure out the details on how everyone dies later. For now, just blowing up all the cover, creating a nightmarish no man's land, getting rid of all the armor. That seems very good. And that guy dies. Fuck him in particular. You don't want to be a part of the grenade targeting Venn diagram. Now we can activate Sprint. I think we already did, and blue move forward to this full cover. See what's going on.
Seems doable.
Apparently it's currently flanked. We'll worry about that later. By who? Oh, by this Mutant Elite. Yeah, that's true. That makes a lot of sense. Threatstorm Cannon, it does reach across. It can't get the perfect target, but it can kill Mech Longbow, wear down the Plague Bearer. I do have the distinct feeling I can do better than that. How's Haywire looking? I can shut down the heavy anti-riot mech, but it doesn't have missiles. Wait, it does. Flash, right? Never mind. Sort of has missiles. You can probably kill that one outright with combat protocol, right? This is like the max tier. Deals 13 damage, ignoring armor. Tab will eventually find it. Yeah, this just deletes Mech Longbow. Get out of here, loser. There's a reason that I care about this unit. It turns out the very highest tier, once again, combat protocol is blue move, delete a mech, and it's finally good again. Also, this other Mech Longbow needs to be dead, and the Plague Bearer is just a bit of a problem. Love that. Did the Plague Bearer get hit? Yeah, it just looked weird. Oh, wait. Death from above. I have another action. But I don't have the vision for face-off. Well, I mean, keep throwing Mimic Beacons. It's been working so far. I guess first things first, I should overdrive here and kill the Mutant Elite, right? It's pretty good. One shot into the guy on the left, whoever I'm seeing, I think it's a Vanguard, and then rapid fire into the Mutant Elite, then reload the gun with Den Mother. Sin Soldier's just been a powerhouse all campaign, and he's one of the most valuable members of the campaign. Like, now that we're in the Supreme... Oh. I guess that was a waste of rapid fire then, fair enough. Bombard protocol can be used immediately. Wait, do I already use it? Where is it? There it is. I can use this here, finish off the heavy mech, seems reasonable. I can also finish off the Plague Bearer. Can't quite get both. Game doesn't. There we go. By removing the Plague Bearer's ability to use ranged attacks, it's essentially removed as a unit. The Vanguard's is oriented and far away, so it shouldn't be doing much. The heavy mech is still dangerous. All the stuff on the left is still dangerous, but we've mitigated a ton of this. Oh, hey, Mutant Elite, I forgot you were here. Sorry about that. I can throw a Mimic Beacon to the left. That seems very good. I could just throw 2 Mimic Beacons. That feels like overkill. What do you have? Personal Shield, Warcry. Do my units count as other aliens? I don't think so. 5 points of ablative, but for a cooldown, no thank you. Light them up, huh? I mean, it's hard to say no to shooting at the heavy mech and the Advent Vanguard. Damn shame about that. I should have shot at the Vanguard twice. For some reason in my head, I was like, obviously the thing you do is you shoot both of them once. But, yeah, you have to roll to hit. So there is a potential punish there where 20% of the time, if I had shot here twice, I would have just killed one of them instead of wasting both shots. But hey, it happens. Sometimes you're bad at video games. Okay, I'm going to sprint forward. It's a little bit gratuitous, I'll be honest. I'll get to here. That gives me good enough eyes. I'll take the flank shot on the Vanguard and chuck a Mimic Beacon. Support Grenadier is a very important ability. It's why Den Mother got to be on the A-team. It makes this a blue move. That's a big deal. I cannot overstate how important it is that that is a blue move. My Templar and Field Medic, the Scions, have not been used yet. Huh. We're doing better than I thought we were. Apparently I'm sandbagging and just trying to keep it interesting. They're going to stay there for the rest of the turn. I kind of just want to sprint here on my Templar. I feel like they'll be safe. Additionally, it gets me next to Fiber Giant, and I want to see how that works. I've cleared the stun before by running next to them on the second turn, but they already have lost their actions on the second turn. I want to get the extra movement from this. If I can run past it on a rend, that's much better, obviously. And now I can. So what I can do is I can route like this and then slash the Sectoid Commander and then reposition. I guess I want to run in as little as possible. Oh, it went into the Ren targeting. It's still routing next to my Fiber Giant, though, so Solace should pass over. We're going to clear the Supernova debuff, and we're doing it before it loses actions next turn. I think that this results in Fiber Giant getting a turn. Oh. Maybe not. I'm going to back off to this corner cover that I was originally talking about moving to. Or I could be an absolute legend and grab the loot. Gonna make the sensible play, though. Okay, that time it worked on the move command. I don't know why it didn't work when I ran past him. It looks like he's just gonna get his turn now. That's absolutely disgusting, Synergy. Got a grapple hook and can take me up top. What I really want to do is use Adrenaline Rush to go around to the side. And then grapple up to the top somewhere else. Oh, it doesn't work from here. That's cool, I guess. Whatever, I've got 2 Mimic Beacons, it's probably fine. I'm going to run to here and see what my damage preview on the Sectoid Commander says. With 2 Mimic Beacons, we should just be fine. Soulfire says 5 to 6. Wouldn't you know it, that's the number I needed. It might be 33% reduced damage, but apparently that doesn't matter at all to me.
You see that?
I'm gonna go ahead and move you forward, because we've already given up a lot of people to flanks if the Mimic Beacons run out, so let's just commit to it. Apparently there's still a Frost droid over there. Hopefully it dies. It's not gonna die, it's no longer sonically rippling. Damn shame. The move is really nice there. I'm pretty sure this guy has reverse fire and could have double shot. Well, there goes Mimic Beacon 1. They're going down a little bit faster than I would have liked. Yeah, I think this Mimic Beacon's not going to die fast enough, and there will be an open shot from one of the mechs, which is not good. Oh, hey guys, I didn't know another pod was spawning. I thought we'd done them all. We'll deal with them eventually. We still have a black flame grenade in the bank, so it shouldn't be too bad. Very slow scatter. Love watching them do it one by one. You know, if that Muton Elite had landed his shots, we would be a lot safer right now, but instead... Oh, that's fine. You didn't even hit the medic? Oh, no. Oh, that's so sad. So how much does that heal for? It's got to be like a good chunk. Oh, that's still like the early game heal. It's not doing shit. And then the Plague Bearer runs forward. Woe was me. I think we can probably get a pretty gross turn here with our Reaper using a high ground face-off. It's not the best, but it's definitely going to be the best thing I can do this turn. Let's quickly toggle through the face-off targets and see if there's any cover I need to destroy. 100, 100, 100, 184, 76, 80, 69. A grenade over there would be appreciated, but I'm not willing to use my last plasma grenade. Also, you're very far away. Well, that's good, because I don't have a last plasma grenade to use. Alright, let's just take the face off then. Let's see what dies and what takes damage and where this leaves us. Missed on an 84 is a damn shame. I guess we're making it up on the nice number. I think that might have been a below average face-off, but I mean, how much can you really complain when the numbers are that good? Like, we're already doing great. Oh, I could have also just thrown a battle scanner, so I mean, I have no right to complain whatsoever, I guess. I have the kill there just guaranteed on the mech, right? No, actually. The minimum damage here is much lower than you would expect on these guns. Yeah, we get his turn now. Although he only has one action, which is not the number I would have expected. Well, since I only get one action, I may as well try to make the Sectoid Commander not a problem, because I can't kill anyone. So I can at least use Concussive Strike here. That's one problem temporarily sorted. I'm gonna move over to this guy, maybe? We'll figure that out later. You know, I had a guaranteed kill here. I guess the logic was I have more valuable things I can do on this unit. Oh, right, yeah. We have one Black Flame Grenade left, don't we? Corner cover, Black Flame Grenade seems solid. I would like to have They Follow You done by now, but the fight's been sort of non-stop. I can't quite get the Cursed Trooper, but that's fine. So I'm thinking about what else we have left. We could use teamwork here, but I don't think there's much point in it. I definitely need to remember to have big, large. We're gonna do this immediately. He has blue screen rounds. He's right next to the Andromedon with good aim. Big, large is just going to immediately kill that once all of them finish scattering. Yeah, 100% to kill. And then we'll see if Combat Protocol has eyes on any more mechs. Damn shame for you. Big Large feeling like a menace in the late game, actually. Once you invest the AP and the superior aim PCS and all that other jazz into being able to use your gun, he starts doing a lot of work. Late game tech specialists might be getting in the beat here. I might have underestimated them. At least my A-team one I underestimated. But in the late game, I only use the A-team one, so like it doesn't really matter, does it? I want to Rage Strike this very badly, but that has a lot of new fog. We could pull a Rift Keeper, and that's like the only way to make this dangerous. So let's not and say we did. Send Soldier getting pretty far away from the action. Run forward to here, shoot something, seems sensible. What remains to be seen, but I'm sure there's something useful to be done. We have an 86 on the Elite Gunner. 83 on Shield Bearer. We're not going to shoot that. That's never happening. I would rather kill the Shield Bearer and stasis the other one, because the Shield Bearer is legitimately much more of a problem. Well, that was so close to incredible. I can deal with it. I can just stasis here like I was saying I was going to, and I think I need to. It's not like a good stasis, but I have 3 more stasis, so it's fine. Oh, I could have mind controlled that guy and used the shield for us. That was probably better. Anyway, I'm gonna use my last, or my only energy. I never got more using Volt here. I could instead use Soulfire. Since Volt deals bonus damage to things, I think that's better. And it also saves my energy in case I need to rend something. Alright, you still have that pod across the bridge from us, but it's not too bad on account of the Black Flame Grenade. Can I target a Soulstorm over there? No, the range is just awful. 2 actions, and it targets starting like 3 tiles away from you. It's such a bad ability. You basically have to have an Icarus suit to use this. Well, since the Curse Trooper is the only one that didn't actually, you know, go down, I don't need to stasis anything. I have no other blue actions. I could smoke us. That seems wholly unnecessary. Yeah, I'm just gonna null lance the Cursed Trooper since he decided not to get in the Black Flame Grenade AoE. Sort out a problem. Oh. Null lance, you and I have an interesting idea of what that highlight meant. I can swing out to here and take the flank shot, and I'm going to. Because I really do want that Cursed Trooper dead. Woo. There's also a Frost Trooper Elite on the other side. 100%, that's higher than I was expecting it to be. I think Dead Mother has exactly 100 aim, yeah, and no range penalties, nice. I'd rather not get shot by that Frost Trooper Elite, and I like being on the high ground, so I'm gonna come back in this direction. I also like not pulling the Rift Keeper wherever they are. You can stay there. Muton Elite's just too far back to really be useful. You wanna come be the Mimic Beacon for a turn? That sounds fun. I take back what I said about not pulling the Rift Keeper. I need this guy standing in the open like a clown. I'm out of actions. Let's see the next turn. Warlock still shattered, not surprised. Frost Droid's finally going to run in from the right side and try to do something. It's such a strong grenade type. The fact you get a second one from concussion grenades is nuts. I think that's why I have a second one. I honest to God don't know for sure if that's it. Oh, look at him. He thinks he's a real enemy. Oh, there's a Vanguard over here too. I hadn't seen them.
Armor systems functioning as intended.
I'm just surprised he dealt damage at all. I'm sorry, Fiberjot, but it is your job. Oh, you didn't take damage. Wonderful. So Repair will get Fiberjot back to full effectiveness. More Frost units coming in. Purifier and Berserker Elite. Those are big Frost units, but they're still just 3 guys. The Berserker Elite can probably be fully ignored for an entire turn. The Adder is the only dangerous one, really, because the Purifier is short-ranged. Okay, so we punch, we get the move, we punch. That doesn't die in 1 punch, though. It needs some help. Do we have Lightning Strike back? No, 1 turn away. Well, all the same, this is the thing Fire Giant does this turn. Someone else will figure out how to apply 1 damage to the Elite Gunner. That doesn't sound like a real problem. Oh, apparently it's a little bit more than 1 damage. My bad. They need to deal 3 damage. Much more impressive. Fiber Giant gets closer to the fights. Overdrive is down over here, so I can't repair them. I'm going to blue move to reload Sense Soldier's gun. That seems very solid. And as I'm not planning on running across a bridge anytime soon, I'm going to use Rage Strike to kill this enemy. And I guess I'll do it from that tile. I'm not quite sure which one's better. I might throw my next Mimic Beacon. There's kind of a lot of dudes across the bridge right now. I'm going to hold on to this action for a little while before I figure out exactly where it should go. I have Aid Protocol. The only person that gets Aid Protocol ever here is Sense Soldier, because they can't use cover. I don't want Sense Soldier getting shot too much. I have to blue move something, so that's just the blue move you take. And our options are Vanguard is the only one that's even close to reasonable. We're not shooting the mind control target, and we're not going to shoot the Berserker that can't reach us this turn. Probably should have considered, do I have grenades before I did that? Like this grenade. That seems good. I should have reloaded my gun first, but I mean, I'm not thinking too hard. I feel pretty cozy right now in this mission, as evidenced by the bad play I just made. Lightning Hands has a 68 on that guy. He's not going to die in one shot, so Lightning Hands actually does help someone else finish him off. And it's been rare that anything's even remotely close for Lightning Hands. Oh, hey, I can just take the Berserker. That thing has a lot of health. There's no Rift Keeper, but I think we're planning on killing the Rift Keeper. I'm not convinced I have a 100% on a Mark II, and I'm not willing to gamble on a Mark II, so this is just a good way to make this fight go from, like, relatively solved to completely solved. Now, did you see a Rift Keeper when we pulled you? No. That means it's either way over here or actually a part of the guard stuff. I have Shadowfall for a guaranteed kill on the Shield Droid or for the Advent Vanguard. I think I prefer the kill on the Vanguard. Gonna move up to take it, though. And this way I'll be in range to target useful abilities like Soulstorm next turn, right? That's what we're gonna do. Alright, that's dealt with. The Frost Trooper Elite's just genuinely not a concern for me.
How many is that now?
Over here, I think it's time to get They Follow You down and throw a Null Lance or a Stasis at something. Unfortunately, we left our Psionic Queen outline at home this time. Thankfully, the Hive drones didn't mind too much and they still showed up. I guess I should kill the Elite Gunner, rather than not doing that. The Frost Shield Droid, I am assuming somebody... No, Lance, we need to have a discussion about what your highlighting means, because there's some serious miscommunication going on right now. We have 2 more charges of Combat Protocol, because we've invested a lot of shit into this. I mean, sure, just point and click someone far away from you, and then shoot the Shield Droid. That's reasonable, I guess. This Gremlin's going hard. It's been very funny to watch. Only a 79 here, but it's got a lot of built-in defense. Nice.
That's how it's done. Toss me some ammo.
I'm just gonna reload Mimic Beacon here. There's several people far away. I don't know where I threw that. It looked like it snapped into the river at the last second. Because it did. Okay, he's just in the air. That works for me, I guess, maybe. Get a battle scanner on all of this far away stuff. Most importantly, the adder, because it's going to be hard to deal with that. I think that's the best thing you can do with Den Mother's last action. Battle scanners have nuts range, and I love it. I think that was the same in XCOM 1 as well, or XCOM 2012, I guess is a more accurate way to describe it.
Understood. Moving out.
Move a little bit closer back to the rest of the team. We've got some drones. Hello, folks. It is your job to just stand in the open where they can clearly see you. That way they shoot at you and not the people I love. I'm not comfortable moving much further than this. I have stacked for, like, Frostspit a little bit, which is probably not great since they're on top of my medic, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, did I kill a guy that was dead to Psionic Rippling? That doesn't seem great. Neither does lighting yourself on fire as a Frost unit. So what do you have in store for us, Adder? Hard sprint at me. I don't know about that, Chief. I suspect this frost pod has sealed its own demise. I don't think they're gonna do well.
Same pod.
Do I throw insanity at this? No. Let's start back here. Combat protocol, now that we've done the rippling, is enough to kill this man. Point and click again. Big Large has just been doing work from this tree. I think every turn of the game, Big Large has either killed someone or killed 2 people. I don't think it's ever been less than that. We don't have anything crazy effective there. We do have a Shred Storm cannon that can go onto it. I'm gonna wait for that. We're in range for Soul Storm. Oh my god. Let's see it. It's not really my Berserker, it's fine. I just want to know what it looks like. I have no idea. Is it a big swirly purple thing like I'm expecting? No, it's meteors. And despite saying friendly fire, it knew not to hit the Berserker that was mind controlled. Cool. That was neat. I don't know that that was the best thing Black Cat could have done, but it did do a lot of damage to Frost shields. I guess using Fuse here isn't crazy. He's probably immune to it. I don't trust this highlighting. I'm going to come out to here and try to get a Null Lance through both of these. There's no way it's going to work, though. That's okay. I'll still come out to here and then... Oh, I have Void Rift. Yeah, we'll use that one instead. That's okay. I don't care that much about Frost Berserker Elite. I just wanted to avoid having to deal with his health points myself. If I incidentally kill him, it's not a big deal for me. I'm sorry, dealt how much? Okay. That's a thing, I guess. Get closer into range on Sonic Serenade. And just use Insanity. Oh, you can't see them? Huh. I'm gonna put a mine here in case it tries to run forward and take cover. And I'm going to Overwatch to discourage it from doing so. I'm just too far away to continue killing this turn. I'm going to reload my gun so that I can Icarus suit jump in to do stuff in the future. It's just the Frost Reaper, so I'm going to flat sprint forward to this cover on the Reaper. I think that must have gotten eyes on something because I don't have camera control. Oh, it got the cutscene. No, thank you. I'm good. Oh, I have to watch it? Alright, then. That sure is a building. Thank you for drawing my attention to it. Until you gave me that cutscene, I had no idea what I was walking towards. I'm gonna come give cover to Sonic Serenade and Overwatch. I could run further forward and just deal with the guy, but I don't want to pull a Reaper, not a Reaper, a Rift Keeper late in the turn. So this will have to do. And again, run forward, Overwatch. He's probably gonna throw a Frost. Oh wait, he's on fire. He's not throwing a grenade at anyone. That's sad. Reload, move forward. Frost Berserker Elite can just hang out. It's fine. Oh, hey, Dead Mother. There's somebody who's left. Run forward and reload your own gun for once. Killzone can empty that gun pretty fast. I'll just call it there. We don't need to move any of these alien units. So, what do you have in store for us, Frost Trooper? Oh, you survived, because you were somehow in full cover for all of that. Okay. Good mine. Good mine. You did pull every Overwatch and live, but you also ran directly into an explosive mine, so it didn't really amount to much in the end. That's 37 down, 1 remaining. Wait, is the Rift Keeper not in a pod? There's a Rift Keeper Mark II on the map, isn't there? Did I just misremember this mission aggressively? No. You can't gaslight me, there's a Rift Keeper. I know there is. Just apparently completely alone for some reason. The most necessary Icarus jump of all time just to catch up and not waste a turn.
Moving to Overwatch.
It's saying I can reload Fiber Giant's ammo. That's because he's missing bullets currently. I normally can't do this. I don't think he gets armor-piercing rounds, but that might be a way. No, it still just reloads the gun. I can't give him armor-piercing flamethrower fuel. That's good, but I was hoping I'd found a way just so it would make me feel clever. All right, everyone's run forward. Let's go find the Rift Keeper that apparently doesn't have a pod for some reason. Oh, hey, there he is. Just immediately. I thought he'd be inside the building, but I guess not. Ah, I see. The pod is the friends you made along the way. Well, all right. Oh, it's just an elite sidewinder? Okay. Kind of expected more from you. You are the Mark II after all. Going to grapple up top next to the Rift Keeper and immediately figure out exactly what I need to do to get a 100% frostbite, because I would like you to be dead this turn. We're currently looking at an 81. That's not good for you, Chief. Going to activate Sprint on Den Mother. Run forward to here, and that'll be the, what's it called? The Battle Scanner and the Holo Targeter, so this is going to be rough. This Rift Keeper might have needed support and not to hang out in the back of the map alone. I wonder why he doesn't have a pod. I'm guessing it's a forced boss pod and it's just him. I don't find myself fully familiar with how all of the encounter lists actually work. Like, I know what they are, but I don't know the spawning rules for this. I'll have to actually check the log and see what you were, because I'm curious. Anyway, you don't get to use stasis, you're frozen. I've got overdrive, AP rounds, and rapid fire. Don't mind if I do. I also have a shred storm cannon, which is probably the better option, to be honest. Yeah, I think it's gonna be shred storm and then rapid fire. That seems objectively better than shoot double shoot. It would be a shame if something happened to all that armor he had. It's just like a D&D action economy lesson. It's 1 versus 8. Well, really, now it's 1 versus 12 because of the mutons and the chrysalids. Just like, big threatening boss, sure, but where are the other 6 dudes to even out the fight? I have sprint into line of sight on the Rift Keeper here with a 96 to hit plus the debuffs minus the defense. I think that might come out to be 100. Big Large has done so much killing that it only feels appropriate to give him this kill. This might be our first tech specialist MVP that didn't involve broken damage. Well, he does have that. I was going to say that didn't involve broken damage numbers from a Skulljack, but he has those two. I think he's got the MVP for this one. Oh yeah, there's a snake back there. No, there's not. There's no snake back there. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'll see you at the end of the mission, because this is thoroughly fucking over. Oh, you dodged it? You think you're gonna be fine? Really now? I'm going to reiterate, there is no snake back here. Anyways, I have a box to go collect, so I'll be back in a little while. I love the wings for the jump. I so rarely actually get to watch them because I'll tab away and I'm being forced to watch this with the cutscene. The wings for the jump are a really nice touch. I like it a lot. For all my gripes with the Hive, aesthetics are not one of them.
Yes, and judging by the subject's condition, I would say it was recently manufactured.
Taigen, it's a manufacturing plant. They are currently manufacturing. If it's here, it's probably new. Otherwise, it would be somewhere else. That's how production works. What kind of observation was that supposed to be?
I must move quickly.
All right, so we've got Sonic Serenade on the objective because they're mostly out of resources. We have people on both sides of the building. Because last time when I played this and it crashed, I actually got all the way to the end. I was white screened on this reinforcement pod. So I know that one's in the spawn somewhere. I split my people up on either side of the fortress, and it spawned so far away that we still might not be able to ambush it.
It's just like the one. Carefully, preserve the specimen at all costs.
I don't know about preserving the specimen. We sent the person who specializes in explosive and chrysalid suits. They might not be about preservation, just in general.
Move to evac.
So let's pick up this body and figure out where we're going. The evac's right there. We can just leave right now. Sure, why not? The other half of my squad, unfortunately, cannot. I'm sorry. I was playing at triple speed. Apparently this chrysalid's just flying in the sky. Shit like that happens when you play at triple speed, I guess. Gonna be honest, I'm not convinced I need to care about that. It's just very far away. I mean, admittedly, so is this side of my team, but this guy's in stealth. I have a ghost grenade. Yeah, I'm just going to use Black Cat to put the ghost grenade down. Apparently, I missed the evac point with Sonic Serenade, which is very funny. It's fine. I'm not concerned. We're going to get out of here. We're going to run all of our mind-controlled victims out towards the reinforcement pods as distractions. They don't need to be evacuated with us. Everyone else is going to group up for a ghost grenade. Honestly, they might just be able to run out next turn. They're all quite fast. But just in case they aren't,
Roger that.
we're gonna have Black Cat pop back over and ghost grenade this gang to make sure that they're all completely safe to leave, because I just have no reason to deal with them. That reinforcement pod is just so far away. It's bafflingly far away. Anyway, you can all leave.
I'm gone.
Sorry, Sonic Serenade, you'll have to leave next turn. You were really far away. I wasn't looking too closely. I thought it's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Even if they all go on Overwatch, there's plenty of meat shields between you and them. And by the way, they are all going on Overwatch. And Overwatch so hard it felt the need to do it twice. I thought there'd be a second wave of reinforcements, but apparently that's just the one. Okay. Well, we're gonna start working towards the exit on all of our stealth units. You can just leave. You're just good. Sorry about the minor delay in accomplishing the objective, Bradford. Didn't mean to freak you out if I did.
Status confirmed. Target package in custody.
Big, large, they can cover in the same area. I imagine they all are. I don't think anyone here is fast enough to get out. But at the same time, it's also just utterly not a problem. Stealth a million miles away. What's there to be afraid of? And I could take actions on these three, but that feels like it only makes the mission take longer, so I'm gonna hit end turn and let the aliens get shot at by the other aliens. It's my favorite kind of violence. The kind that doesn't involve me. I can't believe this has happened to my Hive drone again. See, I saved the life of a Hive drone. That's clear proof that I value them and I don't just carelessly throw them away every time I get one. The Mutant Elite didn't evacuate with us. He was like, wait a second. That feels like something a human would do. I think I'm on the wrong side here. I think I've made some mistakes today. What happened to the rest of my squad? So I think this is the first and only time all campaign I've been confident that a tech specialist was getting MVP. We had good performances out of all our Scions for obvious reasons. Huge performance out of Sonic Serenade. But I don't think anyone's gonna come close. Can't land shots, but that's not stopping them from being an absolute menace. Big, large, 9 kills, never missed a shot, 1,300 tiles move. Is that similar to other people? No, no it's not. That's definitely freaking out because of the Icarus suit. And the big one at 314 damage, which is to some degree just a lie because of the Skulljack, but still, 9 kills is very unusual for a tech specialist, and I believe the highest number on the mission. Yeah, no one else came even close. I think second place was... Oh no, they tied with their bond partner. They actually only stole it from Sonic Serenade because of shot accuracy and glitch damage numbers on the Skulljack. That bond pair carried the mission, no doubt. Not that they used teamwork a single time, that was unnecessary. They were both just menaces in their own right. Everyone makes it home, 16 more ability points in the bank.
Within the confines of the suit,
We have another Avatar Corpse, but more importantly the Stasis suit, no special drops. We have a Shadow Lance from Frost Legion. It's a shame I don't trust Frost weapons in this version of the campaign, but that's fine. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to be stopping this episode here. Oh, wow, the Avatar Project actually just didn't matter at all. Does that say reduced by 6?
New objective.
That surely was just worded poorly, and it didn't say reduced by 6, right? Because that would be crazy. They're not going back down to, like, here, are they? Oh, no. Yeah, we're not doing the base assault. That's not happening. Never mind. Now, this time I remembered. We're going to throw them immediately back in the tank, get Inspire, and get whatever Black Cat was working on. Fortress. Obviously, we're not doing the Templar because they got shaken from one mission. Always sad to see that shit. We were previously working on Riftkeeper Autopsy, and we do care about doing that. But I think it's more important to do this stuff first. I think I just need to do all of them to finish the game. But I'm going to do the most recent ones first in case the Black Site File and Codex Brain are somehow unnecessary. I don't know what these unlock. So I'm going to do this one first. And I'm actually going to save and stop here because I need to edit my mod, get the encounter list fixed, because if the next missions are Waterworld, if after this there's a real chance we're going straight into Network Tower, that nothing else happens before then, I don't want the finale to spawn with fucked up encounter lists summoning 6 health enemies, right? So I need to go in and change those encounter lists. And I want that changed before I start Waterworld. I don't want a fucked up encounter list in the finale of the mod testing campaign. That sounds like such counterproductive nonsense, so I'll be ending it here and starting with the strategy layer next time. For now, I'm done. I've been rather coherent. This has been my heavily modded XCOM 2 campaign. For a while, the endgame was scary. Like, right after the Chosen base assaults, I was actually a little bit shook. But now that we're bringing, like, Scions every mission, absolute top-tier gear, A-team only, like, we bring the B-team sometimes and we're stressed about it. Now that we're not bringing the weaker members of our roster and we have every tool available, check it out. That's Dark Horse and Sword Saint down there bonding at the shooting range. You'll notice that Dark Horse is doing all the shooting and Sword Saint's literally just watching them and not shooting guns, which is really appropriate. I'm sorry, that was really funny to me. Anyways, I've been having a blast with this campaign. I hope you've been enjoying watching it too. We are very close to the end game. We might be there next episode. For now, though, I'm done. I've been rather incoherent. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the modding community that made this campaign possible, and to my one Patreon supporter, Jeffrey Payne. I'll see all of you in the next one.